winning habits. We're going to continue the series of winning habits and give you 5 more habits that you need to win. This week, we're going to talk about habits that will help you build your reputation. So first, we're going to start off with the simple things. Being on time. Very basic, very simple, but I can't tell you how much it says about a person when they're regularly on time or when they're regularly late. If you want to build a reputation of a trustworthy person, a person that's good to do business with, a person that's serious, then the simplest way to do it is just being on time wherever you agree, not postponing meetings, not delaying meetings, not changing a meeting that you set for another time. Set a meeting, be on time, get there. It will help you with the very ground floor of building your reputation. The second thing is what I call your word is bond. We talked about this many times. But see, in business, there's a long way to do things and then there's a short way to do things. When nobody knows you, people will always do a background check on you, are gonna ask you questions, they're gonna give you contracts to sign, they're gonna give you non-disclosure agreements to sign, they're gonna put you through the entire ringer. They're going to give you all these documents because they don't know who you are. They don't know if they can trust you. And you're going to be signing papers, providing information about yourself, sending them all kinds of bank statements, what you've done before, biographies, educations. If through working with people, you always keep your word no matter what. For example, you took a loan, you paid it back on time. You promised you're going to do something, you did it. You promised you're going to give somebody a contact, you gave them the contact. You promised an introduction, you did the introduction. You promised follow-up, you did follow. Whenever you do those things over and over again, you build the kind of reputation that will in the future eliminate the need for all this paperwork and background checks. Basically, the more people know you that if you say you'll do something, you'll do it, the quicker you'll get to do things because people are not going to ask you to fill out a bunch of paperwork before something gets done. Sure, you probably still need to do the paperwork, but you put a call, they'll say, you know what, this guy, if he says it, he's gonna do it, let's go through with it, and then we're gonna get everything signed and done with our legal team. Word is bond. Never ever break your word. It's one of the biggest habits you need to learn to build yourself a good reputation. The next thing is really a combination of 2 things. First of all is don't say yes to everything and don't be the first in everything, right? So let me break it down. When you say yes to everything, you sort of seem like a pushover. People know that whenever they offer you something, you're gonna jump on it, and you don't earn respect that way. The way you earn respect is by first in your mind saying no to something, trying to see everything that's wrong with it, asking the difficult questions, trying to find a little angle where something could go wrong. And only when you're really convinced, when somebody's able to convince you that it's a good idea, then you say yes. It's sort of like playing a little hard to get. It's a very useful skill in business because nobody likes people that say yes to everything. They just, they end up wasting a lot of people's time. They don't have time to do what they promised because they said yes to many things. Don't be that guy. Don't say yes first. And the next thing is don't be one of the first people to jump into everything. Here's something you may know, may not know. When people or when companies release products or services, they work from the mentality that let's put it out, see what's wrong with it, fix it along the way. Nobody perfects a product to the point where it's the best it can be and then put it out. It's trial and error. They'll put it out there, start making money with it, and improve as they go. It's one of the most well-known secrets in the industry. Same with services. People come up with an idea, roll it out, and improve it as they go. If you're one of the first people to jump on everything, you'll always end up being the person that the product is being tested on. You're going to be used as an example of how to improve. And you don't want to be that guy. Wait it out, something new comes out, see the reaction, see what other people are doing with it. And only then, if you feel like it's the right time, jump in. Don't do it right away. The next thing that's very important is you have to be extremely positive whenever you meet people. You meet people, they need to feel like everything's going great. Your business is going well, family's good, you're in good health, you're in good form, you're just feeling wonderful. And you should never let them think otherwise. It will sort of throw them off. You'll have this mystical sort of aura about you that whenever things are up or down, for most people, you're always good. And that's the kind of feeling that's going to make people want to be around you, because people lack good energy, positive energy. They are typically not very positive. Most of the people around them are typically not very positive. So when you're that guy that sort of energizes everybody and you're always doing great, people are going to love to be around you, and it's going to help you build a reputation for the go-to person when people need advice, need a good business partner, need a good connection. You're going to be that guy. And finally, the last thing, which is kind of related to it, is you need to also be positive, but put fear in people. And by that, I don't mean that they're afraid of you, but that they're afraid to disappoint you. You have to speak to them in a way that you're this kind of nice guy, but at the same time, they shouldn't do anything which will be disloyal to you, or you should be the guy that they want to keep around. They don't want to disappoint you, because if they do, you might, cross them off the list, not deal with them anymore, and they should always be afraid of that happening. If they're afraid of you or afraid of disappointing you, you'll have, again, a really strong aura around you. You're going to have a really strong reputation, and you're going to have people working extra hard not to disappoint you. So if you want to build a reputation and you follow all of these sort of great habits that I just talked about, you're going to be way ahead of most people around you. Hope you liked the episode. Hope you can learn something. Leave a comment below if you agree, if you disagree. Hit the bell, subscribe. Till next week.